Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making the ice cream freezer. I'm actually making this out of an old taco shell box. As you can see here, I'm just cutting it down into size, just getting straight on into the video today, no intros because we don't need to waste any time. I'm just taping this down, cutting it down, taping it down again until I reach the size that I want. If you have a box already in the right size, you just need to cut the bottom base off just so that you have the kind of one side already filled in. With that one side, which is all intact, as you can see, that is actually the bottom of my box, but we're turning it over and it's gonna become the top. We want to cut a window out so that we can actually see those ice creams inside of the freezer. Next, taking two rectangle pieces of card, I'm just using offcuts of that box. I'm just folding them in half like so to create this little bracket so that I can glue these in, and I'm going to do one of those on each side, and this is going to hold the windows or doors of the ice cream freezer in place. So once these brackets are fully secure, I actually stick glued them and then just use some tape to reinforce that. You want to draw around the base of your box just to make sure you get a rectangle the same size, and then cut out tabs on each side of that rectangle. So you want your rectangle with a tab on each side. As you can see there, I just cut out a bigger rectangle and then cut out squares in the corner so that I could fold those bits back to create this little shelf like thing going on. Once I had that, I just glued the edges of that and I just stuck it on the inside of the bottom of the box. As you can see in the opening, pushed it up so that I had a level inside of the freezer, kind of halfway up, so that my ice creams could sit on that and you could still see them. Like I said, I did glue this into place, but then I reinforced it with some tape as well. Next, to decorate the box, because we don't want the taco print on our freezer, do we? I actually just double-sided sticky taped the outside. You can use glue here if you want to, and I just wrapped the whole thing in white paper, just plain printer paper, so that then I could really get to town on decorating and just decorate straight onto it. So I wrote out the word ice cream with a pen, coloured it all in a blue because I thought I was going to do it in white, and then I thought no, I'll do it blue. So I coloured it all in blue, and then I started drawing out some little extra motifs, some extra designs on some scrap paper so that I could cut these out and stick them on afterwards. I just thought that would bring more dimension and more interest to the pieces. So I drew some little blueberries, some ice lolly, I drew a little mascot guy, and I also wrote a sign that said new flavour because I wanted it to kind of celebrate the new blueberry flavour. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, before I stuck all of those things on, however, I did go ahead and make the sliding doors. So to make these, I actually just took some cellophane, which was just part of some old packaging again, and then took some offcuts of that cardboard. I coloured them in to match and then folded them over, and then I used this to reinforce one of the sides of the cellophane just to act like as a slider door handle, and just taped on the inside and stuck that down. I then inserted that so that it could go in behind that first kind of cutout, and then it could sit on those two brackets, those like L-shaped brackets that we inserted in there previously. So as you can see now, it will slide back and forth on there. I then moved on and made one in the exact same way. I just inserted it the other way around so that the handle was facing the other way, so that it would move like kind of like, you know, those ice cream freezers in the supermarkets do. And yeah, very happy with that. So once I had that done, I then decided I needed to decorate the top part of the ice cream. Obviously we still had that taco print over the top, but to decorate that I needed those doors in place. That's why I've done it in this order. So I made another little box, just like a little box edge again, and then I cut out a wavy line, like a wavy cutout this time, because I thought that would look really cool. So I cut that out, and then I thought, oh, I could still see a little bit of it in there. So I did actually add on a bit of extra cardboard over the edges, and that added a nice little touch. I made this little scalloped edge here with the stripes on by using my scalloped edge scissors along the edge of the cardboard, and then I just like coloured in every other one to make it stripy, and then I taped that to the whole piece as well, just by adding double-sided sticky tape on the back of that. Like I said, I did add another little lip. As you can see here, I just coloured it in that darker blue just to go around the edging of that, just to cover up some of the little bits that I cut out a little bit wrong, but it does kind of look cute and I'm happy with it. But yeah, I stuck that on with just plain white glue, just like PVA glue, and then I also just stuck on the extra motifs, so the ice cream boy, the new flavour sign, the ice lolly, and then 2 little blueberries as well, because I thought blueberry ice cream was going to be the new flavour. I always love a little bit of advertising. I thought that just looked so cute and it fit with the theme of the ice cream freezer. So there's the freezer all done. To make the little ice creams inside of it, this is how I did that. So I took a piece of paper, I rolled it around a Sharpie pen and just stick that down into place, and then cut off little tubes around about 1 inch wide. I then drew a little ice cream on that, as you can see, very simple, and then coloured the whole thing in again. So all of the white paper after I did the little drawing on there, then coloured. On one end then I just put some white glue in there, I pinched it together, and whilst that was drying I took some stuffing, put that inside, as you can see, pillow stuffing, and then just used a pen to really push that inside to make sure it was like nice and plush. Then I glued the other end shut as well and just pinched that together until it stuck. I then took my fingers and just like kind of pressed the ice cream out the other way so it looked like something was inside, and then I just did a little bit more drawing. So I made the edges darker, added some white highlights because I felt like that really made it pop, and that was basically how I made all the ice creams. I did them in all sorts of different colours like yellow, green, purple, pink, and I thought that looked really good. So anyway, here is how the ice cream freezer turned out. Hopefully you did like it. Hopefully you make it, maybe with your friends, with your kids, I don't know. But if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye.